I am as ready as I can be for this. I have a tactic already set. Over here, I can actually kind of get a bit hidden. You won't see me here. I just gotta wait for the clear, really. See? I actually did a bit of practicing. And I came very close to beating Rex on the second time. It's just I did not beat him because I figured save that for, you know, recording. Aw, damn. You noticed me. Well then. Right then. We shall shoot this right away, I guess. I already screwed up there. I was hitting the wrong button to throw it. Okay, fine then. Blow up! There we go. Now we can get my stinger out. Ah, damn you! Damn you is all I can say. You know what? I'm getting a bit nervous to do this, actually. That's why I'm messing up right now. I'd say. You know, even though I practice quite a bit. Because I've had some practice for sure. Ow. I wanted to get that extra one in. It's just wait for that grenade to blow up is my worst problem, I find. Actually, wait. I want to make sure I get out of the way of those things. Alright. Maybe I can actually get a free shot in. Stupidly, I'd say. Yes, that was very stupid indeed. Ugh. Come on, blow up! Damn it! Well, at least I didn't use up my ration yet. Well, I'm already at the point here. Oh, I'm not actually. Okay, let's get my chaff again going. Alright, get my stinger. Maybe I can get 2 shots with the stinger going. Alright. Ah, damn! That sucks. Alright, let's just get this one in. Well, whatever. I think I can skip this portion.
Now,
Yeah.
in front of you.
The big problem coming up here is that Rex gets a bit of an advantage over me. But once I kind of get into the rhythm of it, it's possible. Now, I don't know how close I am to the end of the game, actually. I mean, is there another battle? Is there not? Am I going to get to complete it, though? That's another question.
It's no good. I can't do it.
Yeah, we already saw that. Now, here's the big problem I have. I need to get a quick chaff in. Chaff. And that was the problem I was having, I believe, with this part of the battle. Alright, and aiming is sometimes difficult. Because, like, it's a much smaller target to aim on him right now. So you gotta kind of hope for the best. And get a quick... See, aiming is a bit hard on that second one. He's gonna get me. I knew it. Alright, well, let's get to that stinger again. Alright, let's get the chaff again. I might as well. I have plenty of them. Just throw it right away. Alright, it blew up. I was confused if it had or not. I might as well use what I can. I hope I don't need any more of them. Because if I do, then, well, I really don't have any more. Again, I don't know what the final battle is. See, I had trouble aiming here. Big problem there with aiming was my problem. I know, redundant wording, huh? Come on, explode! There we go. It was a big problem to aim that for some reason. Like, there we go. I think I need at least 2 more hits on this. Unless the next one might somehow do it magically. Alright, he just missed me by a hair. Alright, there we go.
Snake, I'll crush you into dust.
I'm actually concerned about the length of this part. It might not even be considered its own part. Which would suck. Imagine, like 10 minutes long. Unless the cutscene ends up being like 30 minutes long. I have concerns now about the length of it. Whether it works or whether it doesn't. I mean, we still have a bit of a problem with the length of it. Do I have to fight Liquid, period? He's approaching me.
Sleeping late as usual. A snake.
Liquid, you're still alive.
I won't die as long as you still live.
Too bad. It looks like your revolution was a failure.
Just because you've destroyed Metal Gear doesn't mean I am done fighting.
Fighting? What are you really after?
A world where warriors like us are honored as we once were, as we should be.
That was Big Boss's fantasy.
It was his dying wish. When he was young, during the Cold War, the world needed men like us. We were valued then. We were desired. But things, are different now. With all the liars and hypocrites running the world, war isn't what it used to be. We're losing our place in a world that no longer needs us. A world that now spurns our very existence. You should know that as well as I do. After I launch this weapon and get our $1 billion, we'll be able to bring chaos and honor back to this world gone soft. Conflict will breed conflict. New hatreds will arise. Then, we'll steadily expand our sphere of influence.
But as long as there are people, there will always be war.
But the problem is balance. Father knew what type of a balance was best.
Is that the only reason?
Isn't it reason enough for warriors such as us?
I don't want that kind of world.
Ha! You lie! So why are you here then? Why do you continue to follow your orders while your superiors betray you? Why did you come here? Well, I'll tell you then. You enjoy all the killing. That's why.
What?
Are you denying it? Haven't you already killed most of my comrades?
That was...
I watched your face when you did it. It was filled with the joy of battle.
It's impossible to tell for us.
There's a killer inside you. You don't have to deny it. We were created to be that way.
Created?
Les enfants terribles. The terrible children.
I was gonna say,
That's what the project was called.
it's impossible to
It
tell
started
for us
in the
because,
1970s.
you know,
Their plan was
their
to
faces are mostly
artificially create
pixelated.
the most powerful soldier possible. The person that they chose as the model was the man known then as the greatest living soldier in the world.
Big Boss.
But Father was wounded in combat and already in a coma when they brought him in. So they created us from his cells, with a combination of 20th century analog cloning and the super baby method.
Super baby method.
They fertilized an egg with one of Father's cells, and then let it divide into 8 clone babies. Then they transferred the clones to someone's uterus, and later intentionally aborted 6 of the fetuses to encourage strong fetal growth. You and I were originally octuplets.
Octuplets?
Yes. The other 6 of our brothers were sacrificed to make us. We were accomplices in murder before the day we were even born. So it was you and I, 2 fertilized eggs with exactly the same DNA. But they weren't finished yet. They used me as a guinea pig to create a phenotype in which all of the dominant genes were expressed. To create you! I got all of the recessive genes! You took everything from me before I was even born! But you and I aren't his only children.
What?
The Genome Soldiers. They too are his progeny, carrying on his genetic legacy. But they're different. They're digital. With the completion of the Human Genome Project, the mysteries of humanity were laid bare.
I don't really have anything to say yet. I want to let it continue.
The Genome Soldiers.
A lot of information.
That's right. They are our brothers, created artificially through the alignment of nucleotides to mimic our father's genes. They too are the product of numerous sacrifices.
Sacrifices?
Human experiments!
I also get concerns when I see it taking a while to load.
Have you ever heard of the asymmetry theory? Nature tends to favor asymmetry. Those species which have gone extinct all show signs of symmetry. The Genome Soldiers suffer from the same problem. Signs of symmetry. So do I. As do you. That's right. We are all on the verge of death at the genetic level. We don't know when or what type of disease will occur. That's why we need the old man's genetic information.
You want Big Boss's DNA so you can save your family? It's very touching.
In nature, family members don't mate with each other, and yet they help each other to survive. Do you know why? It increases the chance that their genes will be passed on to a new generation. Altruism among blood relatives is a response to natural selection. It's called the selfish gene theory.
You're telling me that your genes are ordering you to save the Genome Soldiers?
You can't fight your genes. It's fate. All living things are born for the sole purpose of passing on their parents' genes. That's why I'll follow what my genes tell me. And then I'm going to go beyond. In order to break the curse of my heritage. And to do that, first, I will kill you.
Oh, I didn't see that one coming. In fact, I knew exactly that he was going to say that.
Look behind you.
There's Meryl.
Meryl!
I saw that coming too.
Is she alive?
I'm not sure. She was alive a few hours ago. Poor girl kept calling your name.
Meryl.
Stupid woman. Falling in love with a man who doesn't even have a name.
I have a name.
No! We have no past, no future, and even if we did, it wouldn't be truly ours. You and I are just copies of our father, Big Boss.
Let Meryl go.
As soon as we've finished our business, we're almost out of time.
You're talking about Fox Die.
No. It seems now that the Pentagon knows that Metal Gear is destroyed. They've arrived at a decision. They won't even need a BDA. If you want the details, why don't you ask your precious Colonel Campbell?
Codec time.
Colonel, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm listening.
What is the Pentagon trying to do? Colonel, answer me.
You didn't even
The
let him.
Secretary of Defense has taken over active control of this operation. He's on his way there by AWACS
What for?
to bomb the place.
What?
Not only that, B-2 bombers just lifted off from Galena Air Force Base. They're carrying B-6113 surface-piercing tactical nuclear bombs.
What? Metal Gear is destroyed. Tell the Secretary of Defense.
The Secretary of Defense heard that Naomi double-crossed us, and he's worried about Fox Die. Now that there's no more danger of a nuclear strike from Metal Gear, he's going to do whatever's necessary to cover up the truth of what really happened here.
He's going to drop a nuclear bomb to vaporize all the evidence along with anyone who knows anything.
Don't worry, Snake. I'll stop the nuclear strike.
How?
I may only be a figurehead here, but I'm still officially in command of this mission. If I issue an order to delay the strike, it'll confuse the chain of command and at least buy you some time. It'll give you a chance to escape.
But, Colonel, if you do that...
It's okay, Snake. The truth is, Foxhound was already the subject of an undercover investigation. Merrill was transferred to this base just before the terrorist attack as a way of manipulating me.
Those bastards.
I'm sorry. They forced me to cooperate in exchange for her life. You better get out of there, Snake.
Are you sure? It'll be bad for you.
Don't worry. It's the least I can do for you, after all the lies.
Colonel.
I'm ordering them to cancel the bombing run. After that, there's no turning back. What? What are you doing? What?
Snake!
Mei Ling, what happened to the Colonel?
I don't believe it.
What happened?
Snake, the Colonel!
Roy Campbell has been relieved of duty. This is the Secretary of Defense, Jim Houseman.
Put the Colonel back on.
He's been placed under arrest for leaking top-secret information and for the crime of high treason.
Ridiculous.
Yes, he's a ridiculous man. He truly believed that he was in command of this operation.
You bastard.
There won't be a speck of evidence left. I'm sure the President would want the same thing.
President ordered this?
The President is a busy man. I have complete authority here.
How do you plan on explaining a nuclear attack on Alaska to the media?
Don't worry. We've prepared a convincing cover story. We'll simply say that the terrorists exploded a nuclear device.
Smart. You'll be murdering everyone here. The scientists, the Genome Army, everyone.
Donald, the DARPA chief, is already dead.
So, you didn't mean to kill the DARPA chief after all.
He was my friend.
And you could care less about what happens to everybody else, huh?
Well, if you give me the optic disc, I might consider saving them.
What are you talking about?
Metal Gear's test data. Donald was supposed to bring it back.
I don't have it.
I see. Oh well, that's okay. You two are an embarrassment from the 1970s. Our country's dirty little secret. You can't be allowed to live. Well, the bombs will be dropping soon, and you two have a lot of catching up to do. Farewell.
It made the Secretary of Defense an evil-sounding guy.
There's no way out for us. Let's finish this before the airstrike. You stole everything from me. Only your death can satisfy me. Only your death can return to me what is rightly mine. She'll make a beautiful sacrifice for our final battle. Do you see this? It will be the time limit for our final battle.
Oh boy.
This nuclear module is set to detonate at the precise moment of her death.
It knows when she's gonna die? Oh boy. I have 3 minutes for this, apparently.
If you win, you might still be able to save her.
Oh boy.
You could enjoy one brief moment of love before the end. If you cross this line, you fall. At this height, it will kill even you.
The timer's already going, you know. You're not
Have at you, Snake.
great, he's a normal person. Alright. I guess I gotta just fight him. He just keeps running away. Man, he does major damage to me. Oh, it's just a fist fight right now. What if I can make him fall off? Whoa!
Nice shot!
That was a close one. I like how he hangs like right through it though. Anyways, no point in tossing him, I guess. Just fight him hand to hand. That's actually the better way, I guess. Seems too easy. Almost.
What's wrong, Snake?
Damn, sometimes if I misjudge my punch though, it sucks. Ow.
It's going to blow.
I didn't mean to crouch down.
What's wrong, Snake?
I don't know what's wrong with me, okay? Hey, you flashed too early. You flashed way too early, Liquid. You should flash only after the proper punch sequence. You see, he flashed too early. Unless that's not too early. He head charges you too. He's gonna kill me.
Out of time.
He's gonna kill me because of that. And where do I restart? Don't tell me I start all the way back at Metal Gear, though. Alright, good.
Have at you, Snake.
I don't mean to crawl here. I wonder if I can save at this point. No way, probably don't even have my codec. Ah! Dag nabbit. Get up, Snake. I gotta watch out for some of his moves. But again, it's when he flashes a bit too early. Like that point. He can get a free hit on me. This fight's... It misleads you to think it's easy, and then it, like, decides to go a bit harder. I saw him getting ready there, so I kind of... I gotta run! There we go. Because when he starts going to a fighting pose, you know you're in danger. Ah, you see? I hate when that happens. Ah, and again. One punch and he starts flashing right away. Instead of the typical 3. Plus he can counter right away like that.
Snake.
Bit of a, and he's a lot stronger too. Again. As I start getting ready to do multiple hits on him. Ow, I wasn't close enough.
Wrong, Snake?
And I got no rations here, obviously. Again.
Wrong, Snake?
Hard to run away from him sometimes. The time limit's not the problem, it's fighting him himself that's the problem. He charged there. Ha! He almost fell there. I mean, it would be great if I could beat him now. He almost fell off on his own there. Ah, damn, the headbutt. I saw it coming and tried to dodge it. Well, this fight alone is going to make the part go longer.
Have at you, Snake.
A few errors in my hits and it can easily screw me over. See, if I get the normal 3 hits, I'm fine. Ah! He did a crouch, it looked like. That seems to be new. How can you crouch? I wish I could. If I could toss him off, it would be great. But I doubt it's possible.
Nice shot.
Again, he did that stupid... Well, at least I kicked him, I guess. Like a pansy. Oh, I'm doing a bit better here, apparently. Oh, you see? I don't like it. Is it when he's in his fighting pose, I can't do it then? Like try and get him to kick and then... Ooh, he charged there. I assume when he's in a fighting pose, that's the worst point to hit him. Like right now, I ran away. I'm hoping he's gonna like charge soon. There, you see, and then I can hit him on the back there. That was a cheap way of doing it, wasn't it? Oh, I got 2 there at least. I have a big problem with this charging move for sure. Alright. A bit better now that I understand it. There we go. Doing a little bit better now. Unfortunately, it's just making me eat up a bit of time. A bit of time being eaten by waiting for him to do that. I assume the time limit's not my problem here. Like there, I might be able to get. There we go. Because, you know, I don't want to do any mishits here. Ah! Well, the only good thing that came out of it was... Ow! Whoa, man! You see how much that takes out of you? I need to be very careful now. If he does one more charge on me like that, that's a killer move. Like right here, damn. It's getting closer. I gotta try and get it. Almost done. Come on, man. Ugh. I didn't mean to crouch there. Ow, damn. Oh no, get up, Snake! Get up, Snake! Get up, Snake! Like, a few more hits here. Damn it! Whatever. It blew up. I got nervous at the end. I get nervous. Because, like, the last bit is really... I didn't mean to do that. They really do mislead you in this entire fight, too. Like, oh, it's easy, and then... Oh, goddamn. It's pretty hard to get him sometimes, you know? You have to run around quite a bit. And then... You gotta try and aim at him. And then, of course, he can just kick you. Because, you know, he's able to do back kicks, not you. Oh, man. If I lose again, I'm gonna maybe start skipping a bit. I gotta get him to kick a bit. Oh, apparently there he doesn't kick. Damn, he's running a lot there. It's making me it's the timer that makes you impatient. I kicked him before he got me there, apparently. Which was just luck, I think.
Nice shot!
Oh, now he's doing the charging? That seems early.
What's wrong, Snake?
That was a terrible one.
What's wrong, Snake?
What's wrong is now I'm pissed off at you doing that charging so early.
What's wrong, Snake?
I might as well lose. This is not a winning one. Not at all. I'm already that... Oh, come on! And sometimes falling off. The timer's really annoying me, too. I understand it's a story ploy, but goddamn, they're making you really under pressure here. Look at that! Yeah, I know. Okay, I'm just gonna fall. It's point. Fall. Fall, fall. I can't fall. I want to commit suicide. Because Meryl's gonna die anyway. Just kill me. Do it. I don't want up. I like how I actually can't fall. Just do it. Just do it. I'm gonna fast forward or skip to my successful one.
Have at you, Snake. What's wrong, Snake? Nice shot!
Oh, what?
You're out of time!
Not really. Get up, Snake. All right. I found the best ways to try and keep my proximity to him. It's the timer really gets on your nerves. That's what I find, at least. Anyways, the way he yelled Snake was weird. Snake! Actually, that's the second time he did that. And now, hopefully, things aren't going sour here. Because it sure is taking a while. Oh, my fear. My fear happened. So, the ending, disc repair did nothing to it. And there's nothing I can do at this point. It just won't work. Period. I could leave it for as long as possible. It won't work. Oh well, I could say I beat the game, I guess, right? The only thing I could do now is somehow get the cutscenes, perhaps. I'll have to see what I'll do about it. It won't be from my game, but it'll be from perhaps I can get someone to lend them to me. I'll have to wait and see.
Meryl.
Thanks to Eruza Sukãretto, if hopefully I'm pronouncing it right, for the footage and helping me complete this Let's Play.
Snake, is that you? Snake, oh, you're alive. Thank God.
Meryl. Meryl, are you okay?
Are you okay? Is that all you can say?
Meryl, it must have been terrible.
Oh, it wasn't that bad. I didn't give in to the torture.
Torture?
And things even worse than that. I was fighting too. Just like you.
You're a strong woman.
Fighting them made me feel closer to you. I felt like you were there with me. It gave me the strength to go on. But I was scared.
I'm sorry.
Don't say that. But it made me realize something. During all the pain and shame, there was one thing I was sure of. A single hope that I held on to. And that hope kept me alive. Snake, I wanted to see you again.
Meryl. That's my Kodak.
Snake, it's me. Otacon, good news. Meryl's okay. All right. You saved her, man. Good job. I got some bad news, too. We're about to be bombed.
Oh boy. I guess we're considered expendable.
Is there a way out of here?
A way out? Yeah. You can take the loading tunnel to the surface. There's a parking garage right next to you. The tunnel leads from there to the surface.
The door in front?
No. It's a small entrance to the west of that door.
How about the security?
I just unlocked it. Who do you think you're talking to? I'll take care of security along your escape route, too.
What are you going to do?
Me? I'll stay here.
Are you crazy?
I need a little more time to take care of your escape route.
But
unlocking the security doors is difficult work. Only I can do it.
Otacon.
Don't worry. I'm staying here. It's my own decision.
Otacon, this is a hardened shelter, but they're going to use a surface-piercing nuclear bomb. It won't hold.
I'm through regretting the past. Life isn't all about loss, you know. Snake, I'm a complete person now. I've found a reason to live.
Good. Don't die on me.
Same to you. take care of Meryl, okay?
I will.
Okay, I gotta go. I promise I'll do something about your escape route.
Thanks.
Thanks? Well, that sounds nice.
I believe in you.
Thanks, Snake.
Let's get the hell out of here.
What about him? Where's Otakon?
He's fighting right now. With his old self. To be the man he wants to be.
He's fighting for us too?
Yeah. And I don't want it to be in vain.
Me too.
Meryl.
Snake.
Meryl. It started.
I must be heavy.
Looks like we're not gonna have a love scene after all.
Looks that way. Too bad.
Let's get out of here.
Snake, it's freezing outside. You need some clothes.
There's my sneaking suit.
Hurry up. Hurry! Looking good, Snake. Hurry!
Well, okay, it's not like I can do anything here. This is not me playing at all. This is whatever his name is. He's got a complicated name. I'm assuming though that
Damn, a surveillance camera.
it can't be too hard and there's not much gameplay considering there's less than 30 minutes
Damn,
left.
no keys.
It's unfortunate that I can't play at this point though, but
Keys.
I consider it minor. I consider beating Metal Gear and Liquid the major part of it.
I got it, Snake. Jump in.
Is this really a scene I would have had to record?
Snake, hold on.
I can't imagine having to do that. Well, granted, it looks like it was short anyway. Oh, well, no. There's a whole driving scene I didn't get to play. Kind of upsetting in a way. Oh, well. I'll get to watch it at least. Yeah, you know, it's not my footage, like I said. It's generously donated to me by the guy I named at first.
We'll never make it.
Eruza.
Okay, Snake, let's go.
I have a question though. Is he driving, or are you having to drive and shoot or something? That's a question I have.
We're not out of the woods yet. Here they come.
Oh yeah, I consider this a minor thing to miss.
Snake, clear a path.
I can't even comment if he's doing good or not, considering I probably would have messed up so many times on this scene. This part. Looks like you have to aim and shoot at them in first person. Not my specialty.
You did it, Snake.
That's why he has his rations with him. Uh-oh. Oh boy, a final showdown with Liquid. Doesn't this guy ever die? I guess you have to hold him off or something. That's my assumption. Oh well. I didn't think there was going to be more gameplay. I actually thought it would have been the final cutscene or something, but apparently that's why this goes on for as long. Okay, well, the footage is about an hour and a half that I was given, but that's because he recorded fighting Rex. And I basically cut out a good nearly 55 minutes of footage from that. But, you know what, whatever. I'm grateful for the footage either way, and technically complete the Let's Play. Oh, it's kind of too bad I didn't get to play this. While I probably would have lost big time, it's too bad I did not get to experience it. know. But I went in knowing that it was a possibility, truthfully. So it is my own fault. I don't know why. It's the ends of the disc only, and I'm not sure why. I gotta see if I can figure out a reason. Well, it's not like I'll be able to record it anyway. Me playing it. Yeah, who knows? How long do you have to go through this anyway? I would have been so tensed up at this point. I mean, it seems like he's losing life too, but what's causing it?
Look, Snake, daylight.
I guess that's the end of the scene then. Unless you have to fight Liquid one more time.
Meryl. Are you okay?
Yeah, just a little shook up.
Meryl, can you move?
It's no good. I can't move.
What happened to Liquid?
I can't see him either.
Liquid's dead. Uh-oh. Snake!
He never dies.
Snake!
Took its toll on him. What about Snake though? Does Fox? Well, I don't remember exactly what Naomi
He's
said
dead,
about it.
That means
Don't say it, Snake.
what happened to the air raid? No stealth bombers in sight.
Snake, can you hear me?
Colonel.
Are you okay?
Colonel, what happened?
The Secretary of Defense has been arrested. Early retirement.
Arrested?
I was able to get into contact with the President. Metal Gear, the training exercise, all of it. It was all the Secretary of Defense acting alone.
Acting alone? What happened to the air raid and the nuclear strike?
The orders were rescinded. The F-117s and the B-2 Spirits have returned to the base. Once again, I have complete authority over this operation.
I see.
Washington isn't stupid enough to use nukes to cover up a few secrets.
I wonder about that.
In any case, the danger's over. Thanks, Snake.
Colonel, you can rest easy. Meryl's fine.
Really? Thanks. Thank you, Snake. Snake, I'm sorry. I kept a lot of things from you.
It's okay, Colonel.
Snake, I'm not a colonel.
Oh, that's right.
I've got a present for you. There's a snowmobile close to you. Mei Ling saw it on the satellite photos. This time of year, the glaciers are pretty calm. You should be able to ride right out of there. I'll bet the boys at the DIA and the NSA never expected you to come home alive.
Me neither. I better not show my face around here.
No danger of that. You two officially died after your Jeep sank into the ocean.
That's not too far from the truth.
Also, there's a helicopter waiting for you on Fox Island.
Dr. Hal Emmerich should be somewhere on the base. I want someone to bring him in.
I understand. Leave it to me.
Okay, Roy. Are you gonna be okay?
Don't worry. I've got an insurance policy. A hard copy of all Mei Ling's data. As long as I've got that, you, me, and Mei Ling will be fine.
The
battery on these nanomachines will run out soon. They won't be able to follow us.
I guess we won't meet again.
Don't worry. I'll pay you a visit sometime.
Really? I look forward to that.
Roy, just tell me one thing.
What?
About Fox Die.
Meryl will be fine. She wasn't included in its programming.
What about me? It killed Liquid.
Naomi said that she wants to talk to you face to face about that.
How is she?
Don't worry. Mei Ling is with her right now. I'm switching over to Naomi.
Snake, it's me.
Naomi.
I heard about my brother.
I'm sorry. But he had one last message he wanted to say to you. He told me to tell you to forget about him and to go on with your own life.
Frankie said that?
Yeah. He also said he'll always love you. Naomi, your brother just saved you, me, and the whole world. He fought with every ounce of strength in his body.
Maybe. Maybe now he's finally found some peace. He wasn't really my brother anymore. Ever since he fought with you in Zanzibar, he's been like a ghost. A ghost looking for a place to die.
Naomi, Liquid died from Fox Die too. What about me? When am I gonna go?
That's up to you.
What do you mean?
Everybody dies when their time is up.
Yeah, so when's mine up?
It's up to you how you use the time left to you. Live, Snake. That's all I can say to you. Each person is born with their fate written into their own genetic code. It's unchangeable, immutable. But that's not all there is to life. I finally realized that. I told you before, the reason that I was interested in genes and DNA, because I wanted to know who I was, where I came from. I thought that if I analyzed my DNA, I could find out who I was, who my parents were, and I thought that if I knew that, then I'd know what path I should take in life. But I was wrong. I didn't find anything. I didn't learn anything. Just like with the genome soldiers, you can input all the genetic information, but that doesn't make them into the strongest soldiers. The most we can say about DNA is that it governs a person's potential strengths, potential destiny. You mustn't allow yourself to be chained to fate, to be ruled by your genes. Humans can choose the type of life they want to live. Snake, whether or not you're in the Fox Die program isn't important. The important thing is that you choose life. And then live. Don't you think, Snake? Don't worry. I'm going to choose life too. Until today, I've always looked for a reason to live. But from here on, I'm going to just live. Genes exist to pass down our hopes and dreams for the future through our children. Living is a link to the future. That's how all life works. Loving each other, teaching each other. That's how we can change the world. I finally realized it. The true meaning of life. Thank you, Snake.
Look, I found this.
Let's keep it as a reminder.
Of what? A reminder of a successful mission? or the first time we met?
A reminder of how to live.
Huh?
Until today, I've lived only for myself. Survival has been the only thing I cared about in my life.
That's not just you. That's how everyone is.
I only felt truly alive when I was staring death in the face. I don't know. Maybe it's written into my genes.
What about now? What do your genes say about your future now?
Maybe it's time I live for someone else.
Someone else?
Yeah. Someone like you. Maybe that's the real way to live.
So, where to, Snake?
David. My name's David.
Okay. So where to, Dave?
I think it's time we look for a new path in life.
A new path?
A new purpose.
Will we find it?
We'll find it. I know we'll find it.
What are those?
Caribou. To the Aleutians, the caribou is a symbol of life. It'll be spring here soon.
For us too.
Yeah. Spring brings new life to everything. It's a time for hope. I've lived here a long time, but Alaska has never looked more beautiful. The sky, the sea, the caribou, and most of all, you.
I think I'm gonna like this new life.
Come on. Let's enjoy life.
In the 1980s, there were more than 60,000 nuclear warheads in the world at all times. The total destructive power amounted to 1 million times that, whatever. In January 1993, STAR 2 was signed, and the United States and Russia agreed to reduce the number of deployed strategic nuclear warheads to 3,000 to 35. This is really fast. It's hard for me to read. However, in 1986, there's 26,000 warheads in the world. You can read it. I don't have to read it for you. It happens way too fast. What, we're getting a lesson now? This feels like the end of a Lifetime movie on some cable network. Okay, yeah, I believe he mentioned that he was having problems with the audio here. I'll let that pass, you know, it's, Anyway, I'm gonna throw in my original, summary of what I thought of the game, since it was as I figured I completed it. And then I'm going to add in something later on. So you're going to hear some weird, you know, cutting in from old commentary to new commentary. Okay, so I'll record my comments right now and paste them over maybe like the credits or something if I can get some clips for myself. It really does suck. I don't know what's wrong with it, but yeah, so this is a future recording now that I'm breaking apart from the previous. I saw it turn a little bit though, but whatever. This is a part that I'm breaking from the previous. Basically, I can't say that stealth games are for me. Really, it's very stressful to deal with sometimes. It's like, I don't know. I'm not saying the game's bad, but really, it was very stressful to deal. It was just some situations where you're trying to be stealthy and shoot people. It's like, wow, I gotta really, you know, I gotta really concentrate and stuff. Especially, like I said, there's a lot of features I'm used to in, let's say, Deus Ex, where, like, you know, you have a bit more stealthy options you can use. But here, because I'm going backwards, it really affects what you think about these stealthy games. So I'm not saying it's a bad game, but going backwards in time does have a bit of an effect on, you know, how you play these games. You know, you're hoping that maybe you have some more of the elements, and then you realize you don't. It definitely was ambitious for its time. Less so now because of the fact, like, you know, playing this now, you know, it's almost going to be 2 decades since the game came out. Most of its flaws are a bit more present, but I can't respect what it was doing at the time. But I can't say it's made an impression on me as it did others, because we're used to these elements now. Maybe the story elements, you know, stories are all over the place these days in games. Cinematics are common, so most of the groundbreaking things here are a bit more archaic. I mean, the voice acting is at least good. The cinematography is good too. It's just, you know, you're used to more than what the game offers. Yeah, I mean, again, it's not a bad game. It's a good game, but its flaws show a bit more. The story really hard to comment on, I found sometimes, because of the fact that it's all over the place. I mean, it's not a bad story. It's just it's a story about terrorists trying to launch a nuke with Metal Gear, and then it quickly turns into everyone backstabbing Snake, and then it turns into a revenge plot, and then, you know, I mean, I don't know how it ends because I couldn't see it at this point. I'm going to watch it by the time and possibly try to get some video of it. So now for the ending. That was much more happy than I expected. I was almost expecting something completely depressing. I mean, also David. Is that his real name, like canon-wise, or is that because the guy's first name in English who voiced him is named David? I don't know. Either way, yeah, the ending was, I guess too bad I didn't get the driving thing, but that probably would have taken me a long time to beat, I bet. I'm not really good at first person, but, oh well. I'm trying to think of more for the ending. So you're going to hear my commentary cut back in at some point, the old one anyway, so it's not going to make a difference. Where I keep referencing that, oh, I haven't seen the ending yet, Storyboard art is so Toyota. I just wanted to mention that. I don't know how, this is not even going to match up with the credits, and I bet you my dialogue's going to go much longer than the credits can, so I might have to paste in some music or something. I don't know. This is going to be a strange way to do it. I didn't want to redo everything. Well, I guess I'll end it here and cut into my original commentary, since that's how it was originally. You know, what I might do is I'll watch it, record my reactions as it plays, and then I'll paste this part onto credits as I find them. So that's what I'm going to do. That way I can at least get an authentic reaction to the story as I go along with it. And then I'm going to try and do a makeshift thing here. You know, it's going to be it's going to take a while to probably get it out. I'm pretty sure I can find an easy download of even possible. I'll probably have to get even the high def versions. It'll probably be hard to find a PlayStation one. I'll try to though. And I'm going to try to not to infringe on anyone's channels. I'm going to see if I can find myself an actual download of the cutscenes. It must exist somewhere. So I'm speaking in the future tense, while everything I'm going to be speaking of is in the present tense of the cutscenes. But it's because as I'm recording my thoughts about it right now, you know, this thing is only occasionally turning with no progress on it, so I know that it's not going to work. But yeah, that's basically, this is something I'm pasting on into a future portion of the part, and I don't know where exactly it's going to end. I don't know how long the credits are going to be. So right now I'm just, you know, babbling on about it, and I know that basically the discs on this game near the end are kind of faulty. I don't know what the reason is. I don't know. Maybe Metal Gear, for all I know, had a weird bad run of faulty discs somehow, because it doesn't make sense. The damage on these discs are not anywhere near terrible. You know, I mean, there's some damage on it, but it's more with age. I've seen worse discs that work 100% flawlessly. There seems to be something wrong with the end of the discs. because everything works until the end. Once you get to the end, something breaks down. So maybe there's some interesting flaw somewhere that was done in certain discs. Maybe I'm making excuses, but to have it on both of them means there's something fishy about it, I'd say, personally to me. Because it doesn't make sense to have both discs have such a fault in them. But, yeah, that's really all I could say about the game. The music, actually. The music's, you know, it's all over the place. Some of the tunes I like some of the stealthy tunes that are very bassy. Sometimes you don't get the music, and other times it's just kind of background noise. But the music plays less of a part because you're really concentrating on stealth elements, so that they can't really have memorable music per se. I mean, I know that the theme to Metal Gear Solid 2, Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake has at least a good theme song to it, but that was on the days of the MSX where, you know, you had to put emphasis on the music to, you know, create an atmosphere for the game. When you have cinematics like this that create the atmosphere, you don't need the music as much. So unfortunately, I can't sing any high praises. I haven't listened to it myself. There's a few tracks I thought of listening to, perhaps online, but I haven't done that yet. So maybe my opinions will change after, because sometimes I have to listen to the music separate from the game to appreciate it. I haven't done that yet because I've been concentrating on all these other Let's Plays. But this turned out a bit longer than I thought it would. I mean, by the time I add in the content, it should be stretching near like more than 50 minutes, definitely. Because I assume the cutscene's at least a decent length. Whatever happens in it, I don't know at this time I'm recording, but I will watch and record my thoughts as I see it. I'm going to have to try to somehow align everything. And, yep, so that's it for Metal Gear Solid 2. It's a potential, but I don't think I own that one yet. I have Metal Gear Solid 3 because my brother purchased it because it has Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2. I've been hoping that the disc occasionally turning might mean that it's trying to load, but so far, after, I'm going to say a good 10-15 minutes, there's been no change. So there is not going to be a change at all in this. I'm still staring at a black screen with the disc on top, and I like how it happened after I defeated Liquid. So you'll hear my thoughts about the story more in depth as, you know, well, merely about the ending, more so when I actually get to that recording, even though it's going to be in the past, but not when I'm recording right now. But I feel like I should at least, you know, record my thoughts even before I see it. You know, it's complicated. Either way, I'm going to put it all together, and you'll see the finished product, hopefully. And you won't really see the problems as I do. And yep, that's it. I know some people may have enjoyed it, some people cringed, some people probably hated me after this, some people laughed at me, some people cried for me. No one cried for me. But there was a mix of emotions, definitely, because, you know, I knew running into this game I was not going to be perfect at it. I knew going into it there was going to be major failures on my part. Almost nothing I could do about it because it varies from person to person. You might be good at the game because you've played it since it came out in 1998 and you know the game inside out. This is the first time I got past that first area because I had never gotten past that first area because I never really tried. I never made a commitment to the game. I was like trying it out and I'm like, okay, I can't do it. This is the first time I made a commitment to it. And so, also not being used to these games, like I said, you can't expect me to do great. Even mastering some of the controls are hard because each boss works differently. Each area works differently, as a matter of fact. And some things I just couldn't get the hang of on my first time, like, you know, strangling people. But I always found it to be ineffective anyway because someone would always be behind them anyways, ready to catch you again. So it was just easier to run away or kill some of them. But whatever, you know. I did my best. I really did. This was me doing my best. I wasn't trying to do bad or anything. But, yep, that's it. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And everything should be put together by the time you're hearing this. Well, of course, by the time it's posted. And so long.
Yes, sir. The entire unit was wiped out. Those two are still alive.
Inspector? Yes, sir. Fox Die should become activated soon. Right on schedule. Yes, sir. I recovered all of Rex's dummy warhead data. No, sir. My cover is intact. Nobody knows who I really am. Yes, the DARPA chief knew my identity, but he's been disposed of. Yes, the inferior one was the winner after all. That's right. Until the very end, Liquid thought he was the inferior one. Yes, sir, I agree completely. It takes a well-balanced individual such as yourself to rule the world. No, sir. No one knows that you were the third one, Solidus. What should I do about the woman? Yes, sir. I'll keep her under surveillance. Yes. Thank you. Goodbye, Mr. President.
So it turns out that it wasn't done because Ocelot was continuing. So I'm going to have to cut that in too. This is going to be a troublesome thing to cut in and stuff. Well, yeah, so the president's actually in on this or something? Yeah, I didn't expect that. Well, I don't know. I guess that kind of puts it into what I originally thought it could have been. I don't really know. Things aren't done basically, and that's probably preparing for the sequel of the Metal Gear Solid 2, which I will probably play at some point, but not right now. Anyways, I don't know if this is where it's officially going to... I don't know where I'm cutting this in, so this may actually be after the commentary for all I know, and so this is a secondary ending to the commentary. It's a big mess, a very, very big mess. That's all I can say. And hopefully you enjoy watching this mess.